Hello guys, this is Hayden and welcome back to another episode of a Diecast model review. And here I will be bringing you the F10 BMW M5 in the Monte Carlo blue. And first off, I couldn't really figure out who made this model, but from the looks of it, it feels like a Kyosho or Welly or no ref production. It feels like it's got that decent quality to it. And here's the box. Has a badge. Slightly different compared to the brands I'm used to. So let's take a look. The base is as follows. It has a BMW M5 and there's a M logo there. And it's pretty much your standard open window base that you get from most models. So here we are with the model displayed on the rotary base. And let's get the elephant out of the room first, because to be honest, I don't like the rims. They are a bit less aggressive than the 5-stroke alloys. And the second thing we'd have to deal with the price. Obviously it isn't an expensive model, so you don't see the grills with the instead of metal meshes. And what's there that is lacking? Well, the insignia in the back is off center, I guess, because it isn't perfectly horizontal. So here is actually a very close up, but you'll see what I mean soon enough. So here you have the headlights on the right, and on the left it looks like it had been roughly treated, which I hadn't noticed before. So let's talk about the good things. And first off, you have suspensions, and it has a full opening feature such as the engine bay, which features the new 4.4 liter twin turbo engine that has a rating of 560 brake horsepower, although it does lack the actual engine sound in the car. So that's what everyone is complaining about. It is also heavier than the previous gen. And let's pop up the boot, and it's probably the only time, because it doesn't hold on its own. But I do want to note that the shot lines are pretty nicely done. So it is very tight. And seeing how this is my first ever sedan model, I actually have a very good feel to it, because it is pretty decent. It is very rich in color. So let's try the doors. By opening the doors, we view some of the very intricate or splendid amount of details. And they even have seat belts on the back and the front as well. I didn't see the front earlier, so where can I get that? Let's look at this side here. It's right between, but I couldn't quite film it here. But I do like the very contrasting color as opposed to the exterior. It is in a very light shade of grayish blue. And also do note the various accents of M5 on the side step. You have seen the rear and also the side fence or fins or grills. And okay, and they're kind of misaligned also, but I don't find that too irritating. So in the back it features some entertainment system, and you can see those switches. They are colorized, which is a decent touch, which I don't find you don't always find it in a budget model per se. So let's talk about the price. Oh wait, hang on, let's look at this. It features a blue calipers, and yeah, again, I don't like the rims. It isn't as aggressive as you have seen in the auto shows, and I like the 5 spokes better than this BBS style. They're probably made by BBS, by the way. So the front, it has a very strong looking front. Oh, so here is the underbody, which I think is pretty good. I mean, they are all colored in their appropriate colors, but you could do with some weathering, I suppose, to make it look more realistic. And you can see how their brake calipers are done from behind. There you have it. So once again, I'm giving this model turned around. So right away, this is probably not the most nice looking M5. My personal favorite has to be the E39 series, and as it was the M5 that really brought back the fast and the luxury together. And although it is still the fastest production sedans around, and being very competitive against the Audis, so that about rounds and sums it up for this model. Have a good day.